Chris, what did you think of the birthday boy getting 30 tonight and his game tonight?
Uh, Consistent. You know what I'm saying? Every night we've been knowing what we're gonna get from him, and it's a cool way to play too, cause he ain't forcing nothing. You know, it's all coming within the way we play, and that's a good thing.
Curious, when you look at just a young team like Houston that's battling and sort of, young guys trying to assert themselves, what do you feel like as a veteran group you guys did toward the end to pull away?
Just tightened up a little bit, got stops, executed. You know, when I watch games night in and night out, you just know at a certain point, for the most part, teams have been in those situations before. We know what we're trying to get every possession down. You know, you're still gonna win some, lose some, but that's, the growing pains that the young teams sort of go through is just trying to figure out, who they want to have the ball, where they want to have it. So.
Chris, what have you seen from Mikhail in the short roll? It seems like he's been a lot more of a weapon as a screener early on this season.
Just our communication. Something me and Kalen talked about since my first year here, and we both getting better and better at reading that, and that's another weapon for us.
Looking at Cam in terms of him being that starter role, he said he obviously knows the shots are coming for him in the fourth when they pay attention to you and Dev. How good is to see him early on knowing that and delivering those?
It's so good just to see him letting it fly. We got a drill in practice called Let It Fly. And when you shoot it like Cam, make or miss when I kick it to him when he shoot it, that's great for us, not just in that game, but consistently all season long.
Chris, you understand the geometry of the floor so well, so when you have a guy like Jock who's just always sprinting up and down, how much does that help open things up for
It's so
everyone else?
valuable. The energy, the pace that he plays with, he gives himself up so much. There's so many plays that Jock, DA, Biz, a lot of the open threes we get is because of their selflessness in the way that they roll and the way that they run the floor.
Anything else, Chris?
A lot of these young kids are coming to the watch you get them with that draw through with the foul with the top three. Why these kids ain't learned yet? Do you talk to them and say something after you get them like that?
The one kid, Jabari, that he was talking about it, and I think Eason, Eason, that's the one that played at LSU. I was saying they come out of college, they wasn't watching NBA games. You know what I mean? They was only watching the national TV games. After a game or two, they'll figure it out.
And the rookies.
I got one question about I saw last week the Mitchell and Ness investment, the group that you and LeBron and several others joined together. What exactly about that brand makes it so special that you're looking to help keep that going and vitalize it?
It's a legendary brand. Some of the guys in my locker room probably don't remember the throwback era, and all that stuff. But truth be told, it's more about Ruben, Mike, and just his willingness to get us involved. It's something that we've been talked about for a while in this league, and shoot it to you straight. We play in this league, guys play for a long time, and there's so many things that we're not allowed to do, right? Like guys aren't allowed to be or invest in businesses that the different governors of the team already, have ownership in, which is tough, because when you're in this league, it can be a very short amount of time, so you try to leverage your relationships that you have and things like that. And so with Ruben divesting, his ownership with the Sixers, him being willing to teach us and to talk and communicate to us about business and opportunities in life after basketball, I appreciate him more for that opportunity more than anything. So
It seems like a lot of the investment group of the players come from that early 2000s time, when you first came in the league, when LeBron first came in the league, and several others, when that brand was popping.
yeah, somewhat. Just to let you know, it wasn't like we all like talked about it. You know what I mean? Like honestly, we didn't all know each other was doing what we were doing. You know what I mean? But I think it's more so about, you know, Ruben, like I said, getting us to be a part of it. So we appreciate that. And we want to continue to do things like that. You know what I mean? Because this game has had an opportunity to grow tremendously since my rookie year, and now guys want to be a part of the business of the game. You know, so I think that's something. That's the next thing the union and the league got to figure out is to not just allow us to be a part of the business when we're done playing. You know what I mean? Our leverage is right now is active players. You know, so that's something we're gonna continue to try to have conversations about and fight for, because we got a lot of smart players in this league who want to be involved in business, and the different governors of the league, they got 1,000 other businesses. You know what I mean? It's not like they just own the team. So guys want to share in that.
Chris, in your time in the league, have you seen progress there at least, but not enough?
Yeah, not enough. And Adam know. I mean, I called him maybe 10 years ago about that, back when I was with the Clippers. You know, just trying to figure out a way that we can continue to grow in the business of the game. Right? Don't get me wrong, we're grateful and excited. We've all been a part of, you know, the contracts and what they are now, but it's bigger than that. It's life after basketball and making sure that guys can be a part of the big business.
To the point where when a player is an investor, it's not even a story anymore. It's just players are known as investors at that point.
Yeah, it's deep, man. It's a lot of stuff. You know, when they start, you know, you talk about circumvention of the cap, all this stuff, but we gotta figure out a way. Just gotta figure out a way.
In essence, what was your favorite throwback jersey ever, man?
My favorite throwback jersey?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. The Alex English Denver Nuggets was cold. I used to have the AI Philly, number 3. Used to have the Randall Cunningham. I can do this all day, man.
Jeff West on himself, the Bullets one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Long time ago, man.
Yeah.